How was the honeymoon?
Ah, pretty exotic. A weekend decorating the sitting room.
Oh, I don't know. Which of those moments?
Well, there are moves afoot. You're both out tonight. Well, to make up for the lack of an official celebration.
Yes, that's very nice, but we haven't made any arrangements for the children.
Well, I don't know. It's a pretty good excuse for everyone to come to us. We can combine a belated housewarming with a belated wedding reception. What do you think?
I'm afraid I don't see the problem, Doctor.
A wedding gift with our sincere felicitations.
Well, it's just that I intend to continue practicing under my maiden name. Oh, well, I suppose confusion may well arise with two Dr. Ormerods in the hospital.
Very modern, I'm sure.
So if you could see it replaced, Mr. Harper.
Look, I hope you don't mind my asking, but is Lizzie coping all right? It's just I'm finding all this hyper-efficiency a bit disconcerting.
Well, she's still fretting over Dave.
Ah, yes, of course. Look, are you free tonight? It's just we're having a bit of a post-wedding party at home.
Oh, hey, lovely. Hey, if it's booze you're after, I can do you a good deal. Wine, spirits for cocktails, sale or return.
Yeah,
hey,
great.
We've even got those party lights in the cellar.
Yes, well, you don't think it's just a little tactless asking Lizzie under the circumstances?
I think it's just what she needs, Doctor.
I hope so. Thanks.
This new nameplate had been intended as a wedding gift. I just wish they'd have asked me first.
Well, Harper did mention it. I had no idea it would give such offence.
Gordon, I fought very long and hard to qualify as Dr. Wetherill. I have absolutely no intention of giving her up.
Of course. Oh, great, terrific. How unreasonable to assume that newly married woman might actually take her husband's name. Well, Ken's organised the booze.
Oh, great. And there's some vol au vents in the freezer so they can go straight in the oven. Rin?
Mr. Johnson's rung again. He wants a home visit.
Oh, no. Can it wait?
We said it was urgent.
Oh, OK. Tell him I'll pop in on my way home.
Hmm.
Oh, dear. Looks like you're going to have to manage the vol au vents on your own, I'm afraid.
Well, you know me. I love a challenge. See, there's a nice glass of wine ready waiting. I'll see you later. Dr. Ormerod. Here we are. Cheers. Cheers.
Mr. Ormerod, Gordon, do you mind if I change the music?
Help yourself.
Charming home you have. Oh, thank you. We're getting there.
I'd make the most of the first flush of wedded bliss if I were you. It may be exhausting, but it's mercifully short-lived. Drink, Rachel.
So, I see you managed without me.
By the skin of my teeth. How was your patient?
No, nothing that couldn't have waited. Mind you, the one time I do put my foot down will be the time that there is actually something wrong with him. He's lying in a crumpled heap on the living room floor, so...
You need sense knocking into him somehow.
Just you will leave him alone. You weren't my neighbour over my dead body.
I think what you need is a large brandy.
And you can move back in with me and your mother, because you won't be able to afford that place once you get divorced.
What's the thinking about a divorce? I'm not standing up in court so every gossip in the county knows my business. What, you think you'd let him get away with it? Every marriage has its ups and downs. Well, look at Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton.
Don't you think you deserve better, Lizzie?
If he can treat you like that, he's not worth hanging on to. But I haven't stopped loving him, have I? And I know despite everything, he still loves me. Oh, what am I going to do?
Right, I think it's time us girls had a little chat. Come on.
Can't you see? You're liberated. You've got your freedom and your life back in one fell swoop.
I have. Now you can do what you want when you want, without having to answer to some man. You've got the rest of your life ahead of you.
Oh, that's a comforting thought for a newlywed. Thank you.
But who's going to want me at my age once I've been dumped and divorced? I'll be stuck on a shelf for the rest of my life.
Lizzie, you don't have to be defined by your relationship with a man, OK? You are Lizzie in your own right, and you are the only person that matters from now on, OK?
You will survive on your own, I promise. Remember, Lizzie, a woman needs a man like a fish needs a bicycle.
Here, here.
Thanks for having me. Little light reading for you, Lizzie.
Ah, recruiting her to the sisterhood, eh?
Remember, don't put up with any nonsense. Men who need us, not the other way around.
Unless they're driving you home, that is. Come on, love.
No, no, Lizzie.
All right, Lizzie.
Right.
Well, I think that went quite well, don't you?
Well, I mean, apart from poor Lizzie's news.
Yes, well, it's never easy, is it? Falling out of love.
Well, I hope I never have to find that out.
Well, you won't. If I've got anything to do with it.
Right, well, talking about sexual equality, why don't you give me a hand with these classes?
And why don't we just wait and do the washing up in the morning, eh? Dr. Ormerod? Or is it still Dr. Wetherell?
Oh, I think Mrs. Ormerod will do just fine.
Are you bearing up?
Next time we decide on an impromptu party, let's just make sure it's a weekend, shall we?
You won't get an argument from me.
Letters first signature, doctors.
Lizzie, you look different.
Did you know that the tyranny of female fashion is just one more way that men oppress women?
Yes, I was vaguely aware of that.
Even wearing a bra is another example of men making us do things their way, apparently.
I think I'll leave you to it.
Who the hell's in charge here? I want answers, and I want them now.
If you care to come with me.
All men are different. You can't just lump us together.
What about dads? What's it saying there about dads?
Dads are still men, aren't they? And according to us feminists, all men are like my Dave. Lying, cheating, idle wastes of space.
Well, thank you, Doctor. What are you doing, eh? Raise our Lizzie's conscience.
Been seeing her break her heart over Dave, isn't it?
Lizzie, a feminist. Don't like it. Next thing she'll be giving her mother ideas.
Lizzie is displaying what's known as displacement activity. All this dedication to the cause is just her way of dealing with the fact that she's a bit emotionally upset. I think she might become a little less strident in a few days.
So, she'll stop calling us male chauvinist pigs, will she?
Only when you stop behaving like them. What on earth is that?
Whack. Oh, no.